Where we traditionally come from in conflict is we start at a place of agreeing and disagreeing, and then we try to work to acceptance from there. But as we all know, it's pretty hard to understand the other person when we're firmly rooted in, I know this is the right way. Like you mentioned, we can't even hear often. Like we're channeling all our energy into making you understand me, that we aren't open to actually hearing and being over there with the other person. So the model we like to propose instead is to begin from a place of alignment and acceptance. So starting with the belief that there is something that you share in common, that you both want. There's a reason why you're arguing over this. There's like, at the heart of it is something that you're both passionate about. So if my husband and I are arguing over parenting strategies, and I know my way's right and he needs to stop doing that to our daughter, well, it's because we both love our daughter and we want her to grow up and be a great person. And so if we start from the place of knowing that that's what we are both like fighting over, we are actually in alignment. We both want her to be parented well. And then we can find a place of alignment or agreement from there. So once we see where we're aligned, then we can move forward into understanding and really getting over there on the other side with the person. And then we can work to agree, disagree, or create a new solution. Sometimes things just open up when we really begin to understand each other. Anything you want to add?
And the important thing is once you're aligned and you have acceptance of the other individual, right? And you understand their perspective, it's okay if you disagree, right? Because you can design a solution without agreeing on a particular point of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So let's play. Go. So Sarah and I, our conflict, she's a J, I'm a P on Myers-Briggs. She wants organized and, she wants to know exactly what we're doing and when we're doing it, and right? So we've already kind of shown you each other's perspectives, okay? And what do we agree on? What I love about you, Sarah, is that you just absolutely want there to be professionalism in what we do. You want us to make these people's time worthwhile for coming. I get that. I like that. And I think that sometimes if we try to stay too structured to something, then if we mess up or if it has to change, we become inflexible.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm understanding about your viewpoint is that the flow and the ease are important for co-creating, that we need to be able to have some wiggle room because we're two people, not one, putting this on.
Yeah.
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 I understand that.
Yeah. And what I love about your wanting, kind of the timed agenda is to make sure that we never fall behind and we're careful to pay attention to people's needs and that we can make sure that we get everything in that we plan to have in.
Yeah, and what I love about that is then you bring a place of confidence and comfort and ease, and we don't have to be like little tight wound balls of checking our watches every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So that really does calm me down and make me a better presenter.
Yeah. And what I love about what I hear both of us saying is that it's all about the participant experience.
Yeah, it really is. That's what we care about.
Right.
That you get something from today.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I love is that, I trust that no matter where somebody is, they're going to come from where they are and raise the bar. And that they don't have to get every point that we give off. We just want them to have some aha during the day,
and they'll jump
some point where it'll shift in their thinking. And as a result, whether this happens to make 100% sense today, or whether it happens to be, 2 weeks from now when they're in a conflict with somebody or they're frustrated with somebody, somebody's like clicking. And all the skills, all the tools.
So how do you think a conversation would go after we have found alignment versus what we did before? How might that be different?
Better mutual respect.
Yeah, can you see how it'd be more
accepting of the other person,
calm, able to really hear and take in and reflect?
You wouldn't get to the point that we had earlier in that tantrum exercise. You wouldn't get to that stage where you're yelling at each other.
And we're not actually that far misaligned. We both want a really great workshop for all of you, and that's all that mattered to both of us. It just was how we thought that needed to manifest itself that was really different.
Mm-hmm.
and I could make up that she didn't care and she was just putting everything to the last minute because it wasn't important. But no, it's just a different style. So
So what we're gonna do now, and Robin will love this,
I was going to escort you, but I didn't.
is
You gave it away.
a little
I'll do it
improv.
for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was so proud of that. I was going to escort you for validation.
Yay!
So we are gonna.
Improv
No.
ice cream!
Okay, yeah, so we're doing improv and ice cream. So what you heard us demonstrating was a little, and Robin's like the queen
Yes,
of improv
and
over here.
no denial.
No, better yet, what I love about that is and. So let's,
Yes, and.
so if I had been talking to her and saying, but, right, I'm negating everything she's saying
Shuts
and
down
still
the
stuck to my
conversation.
side, right? And if I just say, yeah, but, I'm still doing it, right? Or if I say, yeah, and, I'm still saying yes, and, but I'm really saying no, but, right? Right? Right?
Yep. Yeah.
But if I say, what I love about that is,
And you have to find value when you say that.
and I find something that I love about where she's coming from. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna stay until I find something, and then I'm gonna say and
add to it.
add to it. Okay, so that's what we want you to do. We have drumsticks inside. I'm gonna bring out
So
right
you'll just
now.
go back and forth.
Yeah,
So
you can-
you'll say,
you
what
can
I
do
love
your
about that is,
exercise.
and say something, and add your point, then the partner responds. Oh, what I love about that is, and don't you think we should check this out? Or, okay, so you'll just go back and forth, and that's the whole model for the conversation.
Yes, and.
It'll sound cool. So you all have your box and your points?
Yep.
See a little nod of, box and points over there? Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You
box.
got your box selected and your
Yes.
bad points? Okay, cool. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna hand your paper to your partner.
Oh.
So make sure that they know, make sure they know your box and then your points. So what you're gonna do now is you are gonna argue for your partner's viewpoint and from the way that they see themselves. So you get to really play up, if they're in the better than box or the whatever,
Embellish.
how you see that.
Exaggerate.
Really have fun with it.
Okay, so pretend to be the other person.
Pretend to be the other person.
Those feelings or.
And like put it on steroids.
Bring it up, all of it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we only want you to. We're just gonna have you take 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. We're
5
gonna
or 10 minutes.
break up into spots, find a quiet
Oh,
spot
okay.
that you can talk, and really make sure you know the box that your partner had chosen, and then have their points in your hand. Okay? We'll call you back.
Exactly. The whole point is to understand the other person, right? So if you start with alignment, so let's say you had a bad day coming into work, but okay, we both agree.
That our goal is.
What I
this.
love about you, Mike, is that you're always focused on winning this account, and that sales is the growth of the company, and you always have the best of intentions. So I'm aligning with you, and
You're allowing me to
it
express.
seems like you're a little frustrated today. What's going on? I'm hearing some frustration. What's going on?
And I found going through this transition that I'm at, that I get very personal in relationships too quickly. Some people have a problem where they don't get personal enough. So what I'm self-critiquing over the past 90 days is, okay, you can still get the connection without crossing the line too quickly and rushing that personal touch with generics like this.
Yeah. Or just being really in tune. I sense you're very intuitive, and I sense that you're very you get where the other person is. And
It's okay to go there
It's
if
okay
you
to
get
call it.
permission.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And noticing are the responses you're getting, is it, you can kind of check and see as you go, like, can you turn up the volume a little bit, and does that push them back, or do they lean in?
Right, which is what I pride myself on being able to do, is to get somebody, when I meet them the first time, I set it up that it's really